First of all, definition of culture. Everything you do, when you do it, how you do it, why you do it, how many times, and for what. Everything falls under the realm of culture.
90% of warfare is culture. We want people to understand that 90% of warfare is culture.
The war correspondent, Bill Jones.
We want people to understand that 90% of warfare is culture. See, culture is not a product. It is the heartbeat of a people. It is the musical articulation of our suffering, our pains, our woes, and our happiness. So when someone invades it and rearrange it to make you be talking about pimps and hoes instead of the liberation of African people and fight the powers that be, then you've got a serious problem. They can kill you with your own culture. Annihilate it.
The war correspondent, Bill Jones.
We, the people darker than blue, are 2.5 million years old. You better understand that we're being annihilated because we don't understand that we're in the Holocaust and that everything comes to an end. And either we'll make it a positive end or we will be in a time to ride or die.
Bill Jones, the war correspondent.
Consistent with the Global 2000 paper issued to Jimmy Carter, the Trilateral Commission in the New World Order is rolling on people of color and especially African people. I'll never tell you no lie. We're being annihilated. The Global 2000 paper was a paper issued by the United States government saying that because of scarcities, that was the excuse, 2.5 billion people of color had to be erased from the earth, annihilated, because there was not enough to go around. And after that, we had crack, AIDS, Ebola, wars and rumors of wars. We had bird flu. We had all kinds of things riding down on us because we don't understand that we're in a Holocaust and that everything comes to an end. And either we'll make it a positive end or we will be annihilated. Ask me where the people of Tasmania annihilated. Ask me where the red and black people of this land annihilated. Ask me where the Mayan Empire annihilated. Everything that they've touched and came in contact with, they destroyed. They give us no mercy. FEMA and its genocidal program slaughter black men, women, and children. I've been writing for years. Some of my major works is Black Holocaust and Black Holocaust 2000. Showdown is probably the most dynamic book that I've done. This is the one that's going to get me in trouble because they're going to claim I'm calling for a race war of sorts. But what I'm doing is telling you there is going to be a race war. See, I observe social science. I don't instigate it. You feel me? And as those chessboard lines up with the New World Order rolling down on us, what they're killing our people in Katrina, annihilated. What they're killing our people in West Africa, annihilated. With them trying to control the land, labor, resources of the people of Latin America, Africa, China, and everywhere else, there's going to be a showdown. And that showdown is coming right on us quick, fast, and in a hurry. You feel me? So what we have to do is prepare for this. Not in panic, no. But we know it's coming. For example, we were unprepared to handle our business in Louisiana. FEMA and its genocidal program, whose job is not Federal Emergency Management Agency, it's a killing machine. FEMA slaughtered black men, women, and children, and we all became spectators as our brothers and sisters died. FEMA, it's a killing machine. And then they brought in the black water mercenaries straight from Iraq. And they went on search and destroy because Governor Blanco of Louisiana said, kill anybody on sight who you think is doing the wrong thing. You feel me? We watched the beginning of the final phase of the African Holocaust. Now, what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to sing a simple song or are we going to move African style? It's time to ride or die.
Johnson Apple 2 up on Black Power, family. What up? It's your brother in Google. Now you see RANM. And once again, you're tuned in to RANM, RBG TV. And you know we keep it G. Raw and uncut common sense, you already know, for the common people. Dealing with some common issues. And you know, we trying to see some common solutions. All in together now, family. Say it with me loud and proud, like you mean it, like you know it. What's the method, the motto, the mantra, the motivation, and the madness? It's black love, because black love is the cure for the black nation. So let's get it. First and foremost, top of the week to everybody out there. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Monday, Tuesday thing. Or whenever you catching this. I know it's early and everything. I should be sleeping, but nonetheless, I had a thought. And I feel this is very much necessary to pretty much everything that we're dealing with right now. And it surrounds the topic of excuses. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to call it. You'll see when it goes up. But nonetheless, excuses is pretty much what I want to talk about. And I'm probably not even going to be long with it. I'm probably going to be straight to the point. Long story short, family, the more excuses that we make, and this happens to be in any situation that we're dealing with. Anyone, just pick one. I don't even have to name them, just pick one. But the more and more we continue to make excuses, the more and more we are apologetic and basically trying to sweep stuff under the rug and things of that nature. The more our conditions, our circumstances, our plights will be one of two things. Either it will be the same or it's going to get worse. No other way outside of that. It's going to be the same or it's going to get worse. So what does need to be taken care of, family? What needs to be taken care of is very simple. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Because it is at that point that you stop making that excuse, again, no matter what it may be. Your issue may be a little bit different than mine. My issue may be a little bit different than yours. But at the end of the day, they are similar. They are compatible. And we, like I always say, all in together now. The more we make excuses on an individual level, the more we make excuses on a collective level, the more we always want to take the attention off of our own personal responsibilities. Right? The more we take our attention off our responsibilities, the more, or should I say, the less opportunities we have to respond to our ability. Again, regarding whatever situation that you're dealing with, whatever situation that we are all dealing with. At the end of the day, excuses only slow you down. Excuses only halt your movements. Excuses only weigh you down like dead weight, nonetheless. And how far and how fast do you really expect to excel and succeed, etc., 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 when you got dead weight, aka excuses, dragging behind you, slowing you down? You ain't gonna go far. You ain't gonna go fast at all. If anything, you're gonna be in the way, holding up traffic, holding up progress. And we'll be continuing back as a collective, sitting back, singing that same old sad-ass Negro spiritual of woe is me. They not letting us do this. They doing this, etc., 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 etc. But at the end of the day, once again, you're making an excuse. You're putting a roadblock in front of you. Now, yes, I'm not saying by far do not know the causes of the effects. Don't focus too much on the effect because that's the superficial. That's the on top. You always got to go beneath the surface. Make the time to go beneath the surface. Don't be scared to go beneath the surface and see what the real issue really is. But once you find out what the real issue is, then what is your course of action? Do you A, again, make an excuse, give up hope, cry, complain, or do you B, plan, organize, strategize, and bang on out to overcome whatever the circumstance or plight that you're dealing with? You gotta stop making excuses. We have to stop making excuses. Even on a personal level, in Google Now You See R&M right here, I have to stop making certain excuses. You understand? It's either you want it or you don't. You live for it or you don't. You sink or you swim. Period. Excuses get in the way. Okay? Excuses are not the ways of visionaries. Excuses are not the ways of revolutionaries. Excuses are not the ways of true die-hearted black folks for the cause. I wouldn't even say struggle, for the cause. And I often we often have to look at our language as well when dealing with these excuses.
And you will know my name is the Lord.
For example, words and phrases like the struggle. Keep up the struggle. Keep up the struggle. We got to update that. We got to change that around a little bit because I think, in my personal opinion, I could be wrong, but nonetheless, this is the way I feel about it. The more we say things like, let's keep up the struggle, let's keep up the struggle, that's an excuse, family, not to go hard. Now watch this. I'm going to say it like this. When all of your excuses have run out, when you have run out of excuses, when you have exhausted all your excuses that you have ever had, ever thought of, dreamed of, imagined, etc., etc., etc. When all of your excuses run out, you ain't got no choice but to bang on out. You understand? I'm going to say that again. When all your excuses run out, you ain't got no choice but to bang out. Message. Family, again, as a people, you know what we have to do. Every answer that we have to our many questions, they all lie within 1 and 2. And of course, you already know my method, my 3-step process. Once you get rid of that excuse nonetheless, you start to think. Your brain is altered for the positive, for the better, for the benefit, which will alter your speech, which of course is going to alter the way you walk nonetheless. Stop making excuses, man. It's not that hard. That's pretty much all I gotta say.
Upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger, those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
Like I said, I ain't gonna be long on this one, man. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I want to go straight to the point, man. And the message is pretty much the wording. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Questions, comments, concerns? You know what to do.
My name is the Lord.
It's your brother Nguvo, now you see R&M. You already know this is the R&M All BG TV. We keep it G. 432, what it do? Keep it locked, keep it G. This is R&M All BG TV. You already know what it is, man. Uncle Job said that who talk on Black Power family. Always remember that black love is the cure for the black nation, so let's get it. No excuses, man. Bang out.